connection to the Supreme Mind. I'm going to use some simple computer terminology just to make it easier to understand. Note, however, this does not necessarily mean that I believe in simulation theory. Each human mind is a small unlimited CPU that is connected to the Supreme Mind CPU, which is unlimited and all-powerful. This Supreme CPU is located at the center of the universe. I'll pinpoint exactly where it's located, but for now just understand that the Supreme CPU is at the center of everything. Forget about heliocentrism because that's a lie. Flat Earth is a lie too. The reality is far more bizarre, and I'll try to explain this in a different thread. This Supreme CPU is the cause of everything. It causes time. It creates reality, and it sustains it. Without it, there is nothing. The human mind, small CPU, is always connected to the Supreme CPU. There is a two-way communication, meaning information flows both ways. The Supreme CPU accepts input and causes output. The input is the thoughts, feelings, and emotions from the human CPU. The output is reality itself. This means that input affects output, which means thoughts affect reality. You can think of it as the smaller CPU sending commands to the Supreme. The Supreme CPU decides how the input will affect the output. However, its decision-making and its inner workings are mystery. Perhaps it kind of works in the same way each CPU scheduler, KTPS, in Wikipedia, org wiki scheduling, computing, does. As I mentioned before, there is a two-way communication between the small CPU and the Supreme CPU. The Supreme can control the small CPU. To what extent it controls the human mind is not clear to me. It's possible it fully controls the human mind and body. Only by exercising your free will to change your thoughts can the input change, which in turn will have an effect on your body, mind, and your reality, aka output. I hope this makes sense. In my next few threads, I'll explain where this Supreme CPU is located and why heliocentrism and flat Earth exist to obscure how our world truly works. If people knew about the true structure of the world and the location of the Supreme CPU, everyone would be either religious or a believer of simulation theory. I'll also explain how the way our society is designed and the media that is fed to us are designed to hijack the human mind's communications, input, with the Supreme to make sure that reality output works in their favor. In later threads, I will also explain how to purify your input to make sure the output works in your favor and not theirs.